Tato Bacho, Assalamu alaikum. Raat pare is akh numberin sawal karo me explain. Az kar but zan numberin sawal explain kath friction mas. The kya the numberin sawal to boards per imbro the numberin sawal bro. Is gaso panis lessness bro point demo is nazar as kya lessness mas. Maslan rolling friction. How is rolling friction caused? Is kormut menu gobro ikya matlab bali has example chhe dit toit hamu. Definition: the friction experienced by a body when it is made to move over bodies like roller or wheeler is called rolling friction. How is rolling friction caused? The roller of the wheel deforms the surface on which it is on rolling temporarily, thereby causing a depression on account of its weight. In this process, the roller of the wheel itself gets deformed temporarily at a point of contact of the surface of the body. Because of the deformation, a kind of for example, अगर rolling of the wheel which was टूर पका इसका तरह surface थोड़ा bend depress करा तो थोड़ा फिर इस पर rolling surface गसा. Thus, this force applied against the continuous forward moving inclined plane as the equivalent of rolling friction. वो परो is for example rolling friction. This moment I parnomut. Chumona is already parnomut rolling friction. As paro is friction due to liquids and gases. We have learned that solids experience friction. As story figure used to solid चीज is friction करा exert. Zero हेक्न friction ٲसित कि ये कम ٲसित ये ज़्यादा ٲसित. युस smooth surface आस तथ पर ज़्यादा friction आसा, युस rough surface आस तथ में कम friction गसा. ओवत समझ. युस liquid छ इमन त छ गसा friction मगर छ कम गसा. Solids निस्बत छ आसा ये कम. या गैस पत लिक्विड खुद कम फ्रिक्शन ओवत तवे गैस अगर मुश्किल तुझे जालो ससी फॉलान मतलब तथ मे फेनामिनन मतलब आयरस सत गसान मिक्स मगर गैस कम फ्रिक्शन अगर तथ फ्रिक्शन ज्यादा गस तेल कर सह कम ये फॉल तमुक मुश्क इंसेंसिटी. In nature, the body of fish is body says that they experience least amount of friction in the water. That तरीक़स में नाव आसान बनाइथ या गाड़ आसान बनाइथ ताकि इमन पे आब रुकनुक ये अस आबस में पकान थोड़ा छ स्पीड गसान आबस में कम क्या आब छ रुकावान पकनस ओवत समझ का मगर गाड़ी हंस बॉडी छ इस पट बनाइथ गाड़ युस अस खेवान सो स्ट्रीम लाइनड आसान तय तोरा फिक्री ताकि तस गस फ्रिक्शन पे तस कम असर लीस्ट अमाउंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन गस तथ गस आबस में. या स्विमर्स ठाट वाया he tries to streamline his body सह गाड़ी हंस शक्ल बनावा पान ताकि तस गस या बोट में रिवर्स डायरेक्शन सह दिवान तथ पथ कुन दक ताकि आबुक दक दे सह कर गाड़ी यथ नाय दक ब्रो कुन तो फ्रिक्शन गस कम फ्रिक्शन ई लीस्ट असर. It is for the reason that big ships fire their engines in reverse directions in order to slow down or compare to the solids. Similarly, the gases exert least force of friction as compared to solids or liquids. Godnikis numbers per solids as zyada friction. Doimis numbers per liquid as zyada friction. Sado must come friction. Yes. The gases exert least of friction as compared to solids or liquids, as the commonest liquid is water and commonest gas is air. Therefore, we will discuss friction due to water and frictional force. Which is the friction due to water. Before we discuss friction due to water, let us know about the streamlined shape. Abush friction parno bro wusho streamlined shape. The special shape of a body or an object around which a fluid can flow easily, offering minimum amount of friction, is called the shape, so such, so dach, so physical appearance. Yath maz ekis body flow easily gژھِ water flow gژھِ easily تَتھ چھِ وَنان أسۍ streamlined shape. The body of ships and boats is so that they experience minimum amount of friction which moving through water, while moving through water. یُس شِپٕس چھِ آسان وَنان سُہ تَتھ چھِ آسان مطلب streamlined shape بَنٲیِتھ تاکہِ minimum friction گژھِ while moving through water. In nature, the body of fishes is streamlined such that they experience least amount of friction in water. Such that they experience least amount of friction in water. When a swimmer swims in water, he tries to streamline his body as far as possible so that he experiences least friction due to water. The boatman moves his oars in reverse direction. Oar goes chapa. Now chalana bapas bilchi was that one oars. Taiki speed the turn water push guys so can speed increase. The the boatman moves his oars in reverse direction on approaching close to shore. Not also path devan tak. So nazdik watan abas such bruchon devan abas dak. Taki friction so bad. So now guys lut what I samujka it is because water offers very small amount of option of friction is madat kara. It is meant for same reason that big ships fire in pre-engine you parno momentai bronte. Which as for example, why do metals burn on entering the atmosphere? It's not friction. For example, matches to Gankas pet. This Gankas that's not friction gasa, matches to gasa friction. Chanagasa, it happened metals catch ilim asmant ashu shooting star. The speed of the metal is very high. Speeds are very high. Therefore, there is a large amount of friction between the air and metal. That's a zabardast friction pan we gas. That's what I you do is at ragdao pan. What? So it adgasan very gara. Agar youth is yad ragdao, tooth gasan desti gara. This generates lot of heat and the metal starts burning. Or what is samujka? What you doing? You spill a bucket of soapy water on a marble floor accidentally. Sabi was hairy pet, marble hairy pet. या मार्बल के वेरेंडास पे you would it easier or more difficult to गछ ज्यादा सहल अस पकन कि ज्यादा वह गछ मार्बल पे पकन अगर मामूली आब ते मार्बलस पे तम पे छ रुज गसान छना गसा वेले साबने आब त्राव अस गसा मुश्किल पकन कि अस गछ सहल पकन ये गछ ज्यादा मुश्किल पकन. It would be more difficult to walk on the floor with soapy water because when we walk on a soapy floor there is little friction between the floor and the feet, so it becomes difficult to walk. It would be more difficult to walk on the floor with soapy water because when we walk on a soapy floor there is little friction between the floor and the feet, so it becomes difficult to walk. Friction come karan soapy water. Over the come, Iqbal has to push a lighter box and Seema has to push a similar heavier box on the. Who will have apply large force and why? The Iqbal should lut double dagadun. Seema should gobis double dagadun. Kas pe zyad zor lagawan. Seema pe zyad zor lagawan. Seema will have to apply more force because the weight of box increases and the friction increases. You double ice go to get a friction increase. Friction kya go? Friction go use forces kar opposite. Yel friction zyad gay, so you more motions kara oppose. Tawash me zar pe zyad dagdun. Tawal moment. Yuta zyad heavy as object, yuta gasan zyad friction. Yuta zyad lot as object, yuta kam gasan friction. Or what I samushka? Explain why sliding friction is less than static friction. Sliding friction kya asan kam gasan static friction. Sliding friction is less because sliding friction is less than static because it comes into play once the body has started sliding. Sliding friction is less. You still like a body slide. The body slide friction. To make the body slide, more force is to overcome the irregularities in the surface of the body. तोह समझ का irregularities in the surface of the body वारिया irregularities छ आसान surface explain why objects moving in fluids must have a special shape यमन क्या space ये fluids में आस का चीज पकान for example अगर तुम मोटर वुचो pumping motor यम सत दवा छकान spraying motor तो वुचमुत अत मेनो गोब्रो ये पंप ये मोटर स्टार्ट करान यपरी दवा खालान तम डंड 3 या 2 पिस्टन मोटर 3 पिस्टन मोटर सह डंड करान इत पे सह गोल आसान बन सह सुकूनल त बन सह डंड युस तक दग दिवान यमन कह जरूरियात स्लाइडिंग फ्रिक्शन explain fluids also exert a frictional force on the body moving through them. Therefore, the shape of the body is streamlined to over the frictional force of fluids and move smoothly through them. What I समझ smoothly पका through them. Which surface have more friction, rough or smooth? Why? Rough surface is आसान ज़्यादा friction, smooth surface is आसान कम friction. Why is it possible to write on a rough blackboard with chalk? Because friction is ज़्यादा आसान. The chalk rubbed on the blackboard while running, it is the process of chalk particles getting stuck to the irregularities of rough blackboard surface, making the writing visible. A ball is set rolling on the ground. Will it stop by itself? Why? The ball doesn't stop, yeah, because the force of friction is acting from the opposite direction. Gayim man gobro आज करो इति सवाल क्या अपलोड अपलोड करनस लगा